So I snuck in here by myself so I could make this entry undisturbed. And it's kind of like an alert because I don't know. I finally calmed the man down enough. The man, he gets going and he gets these ideas. And they get their hooks in them and look out. But I finally scheduled a tete-a-tete. A tete-a-tete is when you have a sneaky little meeting between two people. No one else is supposed to know about it. And the man, he won't talk to me too much, but if I schedule a tete-a-tete, like in a closet or in the upstairs way up high in one of the belfries of the manor house, when no one goes for sometimes 2 or 3 years or 4 or 5 years at a clip, and we get up there, and then we have a cigar, no less, and a couple of bourbons. If I smuggle up a little bit of, fun time, and we get up there, we could have a tete-a-tete. And I calmed them down. I said, buddy, no one knows what's going on here. We're getting into horrible beefs, and so I snuck in here. This is the 7th entry of the 10 entries. This is the 7th, and this is where I'm just going to level with people. It's like an alert. It's like, don't get involved with this. Whatever you do, steer clear of this. I finally pinned him down. I said, what is one of the products? He said, look, this is perhaps a product, perhaps it's not. This is an example of a product. And the man went on to say, you remember when I told you that sometimes when you walk into the bathroom, you don't notice there's no toilet paper because, there's not a little tiny bit of toilet paper. There's not a little bit of toilet paper or, on a spool, okay? There's not a little tiny bit. So, oh, wow, there's only a little bit of toilet paper. That's not enough for me to take a crap. I got to go get another roll of toilet paper. But if there's just no toilet paper, you don't notice. So it's better. Remember I told you it's better to have a little tiny bit of toilet paper left on one of those little cardboard, those whatever those cylinders are, that they wrap the toilet paper around. If you see an empty cardboard cylinder sitting there, you got to say, wow, where's the toilet paper? But if you don't see nothing, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I took a great crap. Now I'm going to go, wait a minute. I'm going to wipe my ass. There's no toilet paper over here. What's the manando? You're going to be like, what the? But if you see the empty roll or a little tiny bit of toilet paper on a roll, then you got to go back to the closet. Before you take the dump, you got to get back to the closet, or else you'll be kind of doing one of them handstand crab walks where you're trying to keep the mushy kind of poop cradled up in your butt cheeks so it doesn't spill out as you try to go hunt for toilet paper. You got to walk around. Or maybe you got to take a magazine and rip it up and crinkle it a lot of time, but crinkle a page to get a couple of butt wipes before you go hunt for the toilet paper. So anyways, one of the product placements, okay, and I shit you not, this is what the man told me. One of the product placements is a candle that you put in your bathroom, and it's the exact replica of an empty cylinder, a cardboard cylinder of tissue paper, toilet paper. And that way, it's a candle, it's beautiful, so everybody always sees it, so everybody's like a lighthouse. Everybody's reminded, you better check and make sure this, got toilet paper. Before you start pooping, you better make sure there's toilet paper. And it's a candle you keep in your bathroom. This is one of the product placements that we've got for this whole thing. This whole, where the people who are the influencers who try to manipulate and try to brainwash you. This is one of the things we're selling. It's a candle. You can light it. You can let it sit there. It doesn't matter. And it's an empty roll of toilet paper to always remind you and keep your whole family, you individually, your family, it could be a platoon of soldiers. You're going to know, you got to check and make sure you got the toilet paper. And sometimes you could light the candle. It's effervescence. It gets out, put a little sulfur in the candle so it really drives away the poop smells sometimes if you have a bad situation, or if you got to light it. It's almost like citronella. You could light it and drive away mosquitoes. But it's right there. It sits. Most of the time, it just sits. Like you don't want to buy these like every 5 years maybe, but it's a candle shaped like an empty roll of toilet paper that sits in your bathroom to always remind you, hey buddy, you better go back to the closet and get a roll of toilet paper, or at least look. Oh no, I got 5 rolls. I got 2 rolls. I got 1. I got no toilet paper. You go back to the closet, and that's what it is. And that's a product placement. So you're going to be happy when the money starts rolling in. And I looked at the man and I said, God bless, you are acabando. I don't even know what to say to you. No one wants to buy that kind of thing. Nobody thinks it. And plus, how are we subliminally, what are we doing? I didn't know that's what it was. And I'm the only guy talking the whole time. What are you telling me? Well, that's how the whole thing went. It was horrible. It was almost as bad as the two previous beefs. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I mean, que sera, sera, it doesn't matter. It is. It's all right. It's okay.